Hi, in this video we are going to try to remove the background uh, from this picture. Usually you will be asked to change the background into a white one, for example, or maybe change it to a other place, maybe in the city or in the office, or depending on the picture or the idea or the plan of the from the client. And this is a case where the hair is very it's curly and everything, but you're not going to make a manual selection around here. Uh, this is an easy case because there is a big contrast between the brightness of the hair in the background and the color of the hair in the background. I will show you later a different picture, but it's the opposite of this because the hair and the background are similar in colors. There is no, the image is not sharp. It's a bit blurred and all, but we will talk about that when we get that image open in Photoshop. For now, we are going to work with this one. You can make the selection actually of the hair in different ways, and I will show you a couple of them, and hopefully they will work for you in different cases. Not every selection method works the same in every situation. So first I will make a copy of this layer. I will make actually two copies. Now I'm going to make a solid color layer, maybe red color, sorry, like this. Okay. Now first you will need to make a selection around the body of the girl. The best tool for making selection is the pen tool. There is a bit of hair here. I hope that we will fix. We will get that done too. But I will do this selection with the pen tool, ignoring those hairs. So you start by making one point here, and you go around the body and make selections by adding points. And as you can see here, if I click and drag the mouse, I get these little handles that will help me to adjust the selection. You just have to point this handle into the direction that you are going to continue with the selection. So you press on the Alt key and click on it with the mouse and just drag this to the left or right, just enough to make it fit the contour of the image. You can use this side too. Okay, and you just keep on doing this all around the image. So pressing Alt key, and I'm holding the Alt key and I'm holding the left click on the mouse pressed, and I'm moving left and right. The main thing is that you should learn the pen tool as soon as possible because it's one of the best tools to make selections. You can use different type of selections, maybe the lasso tool or maybe the quick selection tool or other types of selections based on color or brightness or everything, but the more smooth method of selecting things is the pen tool. So I'm showing you this right now, how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, if you haven't learned it yet, so you just follow the contour of the image and try to stay inside the image. So you're not going to put this. I'm clicking Control and I'm moving this with the mouse. You're not going to put this here or here. you're going to put it inside the shirt for sure, but not that far. You just have to make sure that it's inside the image, inside the object that you want to keep. In this case, the body and the shirt of this girl. And you now put another point here, click Alt K and drag this one like this, and you just follow the contours of the image. If you click on the Alt K and click on this here, it will erase the handle that we created before, or you can press the Alt K and move it in the direction that you want to continue with the selection like this. Okay, I will not pay too much attention to this because this is just an educational example. I'm not going to give this to a client, and when you are making the work, the selection, you must pay attention a lot more than I'm doing right now. Actually, I'm doing pretty nice, pretty fine so far, not rushing it yet. Click Control and drag this to a better place. Alt K and like this. And if you move the arrow keys on the keyboard, you see this point is moving left, right, up and down, wherever you want. I know it's a little boring to watch this, but I don't have a better method of teaching without showing. You have to see it and practice this, because without the practice you won't learn anything. So as you can see, I'm not paying attention to the lashes here. We will fix them later. I will show you different kind of different method, different type of different tool for making selections, but I want to show you this one and the result of it, because the pen tool is the best one. Nothing comes close to it. Okay, I'm going to make it a little faster now. You don't have to watch me 4 hours doing this. But when you do it for a client, you must do it very precise. Don't rush it. You have to do it perfectly. As you can see, I'm doing this very fast, not paying attention to the details. Maybe like this. This is not good here, but I'm not gonna fix it right now. Okay, now we have a rough selection. Right click, make selection 0.5. Sorry, let me show you again. Right click, make selection, and you should choose a feather radius differently for different picture. If the selection that you are making is around the object that is has sharp edges, you should pick either 0 radius, maybe 0 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, or something like that. And if the image is blurred, has blurred edges, you should set this bigger, maybe 1 pixel, 1.5, depending on how blurred the edges are on the original image. In this case, I will use 0.5 pixels, and inverse selection, and click on the mask here to make a mask. Now, as you can see, we have the girl selected. Let me see here. We have missed this part here, and this. Okay, select inverse, and now we're going to paint it. Shift backspace, and I'm going to choose black color. Okay, and okay, that's it. So we have selected the girl, but the hair is not. Okay, and now let me see what we can do about the hair itself. I will try to make this with white color, for example. If I decrease the opacity of this, I will see where is the hair all over the edges of the hair. Okay, we can, for example, I will make another copy of this just in case. I'll use white brush, and I will, sorry, not overlay, we need a normal mode, blending mode, and 100% opacity. I will paint over the hair here. Okay. Now let me see what we can do with the tool used for this. Actually, click Control on the keyboard and click on the mask to make the selection. Click on the image thumbnail, not the mask, and go to select and mask. I'll go to this Refine Edge brush tool, and just paint with it all around the hair like this. As you can see, it detects the hair that we didn't have selected, but it includes it in this image. I think this in this place there was a hair also. Yes, there was. Somewhere around the hand here. No, this is not good here. The hair itself on this part looks great, but not here. Okay, new layer with layer mask. I will see what's this about over here. If we disable this, okay, so we see there is a lot of hair on this part. I will decrease the opacity of the white layer as before, and now by using the white color I will paint here to show the hairs like this. And now again I'm going to increase the opacity of this one, and I'm going to click Control and click on the press Control and click on the mask, then select the image, again select mask, and now I'm going to see what we will accomplish in this case. Okay, this looks completely different. Now we have the hairs. Yes. Okay. Okay, so this looks acceptable. I have the eyelashes also. Okay, this is looking okay. I will delete the other copies. So this is looking great. I will try to make a different, to show you a different way to make the selection. I will disable, hide this. If I move this up above the one with the mask, and I will use this one for this, and you go to this section here, you choose background eraser tool instead of the eraser tool, and you maybe 20%. So you should choose the discontagious mode with tolerance of 20%. The tolerance is how much variations of color that it will tolerate when you are sampling and erasing. This tool erases everything that is the same color that you will sample initially. So when you sample and you sample with this cross inside the circle, when you click here, you sample the blue color, and it will erase the blue color everywhere it comes across to it, like this. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't erase the blue everywhere in the same way, because the blue is not the same shade everywhere. So in this case, you should probably increase the tolerance but I will just take another sample from here and continue erasing from here. Let me zoom in. We still have leftovers of the color somewhere is here. You see? Okay. I took a sample of the color between the hairs. Okay, this is too much. Right? Yes, this is too much. Okay, this is going to be fine here. I'm going to leave it a little blurred like this. Okay, now you press Ctrl K and click on the layer that we are working on, disable, click on the new layer and add the mask, and this way we are getting this selection that we made in a form of mask. Now you can see this looks pretty decent. Yes, but we can do this also the same way as we did before to improve further the mask. Select selector mask, and again we do the same thing with the same tool like here. Let me choose, I can revert this back, and I will choose on white. Okay, this looks interesting. Okay, this is the second type of making selection. And the last one that I will show you in this case would be this was the good one. Sorry. We can make a selection based on the color. For example, just go to select color range, click on the color that you want to select, click on this plus sign here to add different shades of the color that you want to erase, like this. No, this was too much. Okay, and let me see what we are going to get here. Click to select, to make a selection. I will invert the mask, and let me see. Okay, this was the easiest, the fastest one, but as you can see here on the hairs is not that precise. It removed too much. Maybe we should I'll do this again. Filter, sorry, select color range, and it still remembers the sampling that we did. I will just decrease the fuzziness to 40, which is the default value, and this means that it will, you can see it selects less colors, less shades. Okay, okay, and now I'm going to use the mask. Over the mask, and this looks little better. But I think that the first one was the best one that we did. Okay, so this is the way that you can make selections around the hair. This is three different ways to make a selection of a hair. And now you can make you can change the background. For example, you can change this now. Instead of white, you can make it in some other shade, or put this image on a totally different background, for example. And that's it for now. See you in the next video.